everybody, welcome back. We are going to continue my vlog style sort of purging of my collection. We got through about, I would say maybe like half of it, but none of the fun stuff like palettes and things. This is sort of my loose drawer. I have a box here going on of things that I am giving away or tossing. So if you guys are up and ready for round 2, let's go! I hate vlogging, this is so weird. Alright guys, well here's the stack we are trying to get through today. So let's just sit down and get her done. Okay, so we have the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is a ride or die. It's not going anywhere. We have the MAC medium skin finish. I love this. This is a gorgeous. I actually use this less on my face and more to sort of tone match my neck and things. So I'm going to keep that. I use this pretty much almost every day. We got the Stila One Step primer. I love this stuff. I absolutely love it. It's not going anywhere. It's going to stay. We have the Benefit Dr. Feel Good. This is sort of like a blotting kind of goop. I've had this for quite some time, and as you guys can see, not only did I love it for a very long period of time, but it is actually starting to kind of go. It's not as reactive as it used to be. The moisture has just, yeah, she's kind of dead in the water. It is kind of a great product depending on your needs, but if you're very, very oily, this works really nice. I liked it as a base, so I used it quite a bit in the summer last time. I might actually repurchase this, but this guy is, she's done. I got the Besame setting powder, and this is in vanilla translucent. This is really nice for setting your under eyes. I just find that in my drier periods of the year, it's a little too over drying for me, so I'm gonna hang on to it because I will definitely get some love out of this baby in the summertime. We have the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. This is going nowhere. This is gorgeous. I love it. As you guys can see by the powder and streak marks, this color all the time, all the time, like almost every day. It's so dusty and dirty. She needs a good clean. We have the Smashbox. Oh, what the heck did they call this? The Crush on Blush palette. I did a review on this palette. I used it quite a bit when I first got it. Now I don't quite use it so much. I need to pull this out and start trying it out again. The product for me is a little overly powdery, so unless I am really moist, like I'm really oily in my oily period of the year, this is a really hard one to use without looking over powdered. So I'm going to break it out and try using it again very soon. Refill my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. As you can tell, it's still in the box, so it's not going anywhere. Oh, okay, I have this. I got this in a set in, this is a concealer quad from So Susan. I think I got it, I want to say in Ipsy, but it might have actually been something else. I'm not sure. This is an interesting product. I kind of like it. I was really, really interested in this top one. I just seem to have other concealers and color correctors that I like more and work better for me more, so I'm going to pass this guy on. Next, I do have the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This was their corrector before this whole color correcting sort of fad took off really this year. I'm going to keep this to do a review on, but I sort of have very mixed feelings about it, so stay tuned for that. Then we have the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion in N3.5. This is a little bit dark for me, but when I film, it looks really nice on camera. I do really like this foundation for my drier months. Keeping it. We have the Bare Minerals. I believe this is called the Royal Court. No, it's called the Bare Minerals Ready Blush. Okay, anyway, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is a lovely, oh, I just drug my nail through it. Oh, tragedy. So this one is a bronzer, blush, and highlight. This is part of my wanting to get into more mineral products. I really like the blush. The bronzer is kind of okay, but the highlight, if I had to drag my thumb through one, I'm not really totally sad it was that one. We got the Too Faced Love Flush Blush Wardrobe. Oh my god. As you guys can see from the amount of streak marks, I haven't had it that long. This sucker's an everydayer for me. I love it so much, but I have to be careful not to be heavy-handed or this little sucker can get kind of out of control. Oh, I got this little brush that came in one of my box blushes. I'm actually from Benefit. I'm actually going to give this away. I have a few of these, so bye-bye. Bathina takes a picture. It lasts longer. You guys may have seen my review on this. Oh, I love it so much. I kept the plastic. A little goes a very long way with this. I kept the plastic on the top there because I just felt like it would protect it a little bit more. The packaging is still in the old red. Now I see them in their more of kind of a rose gold packaging, which is actually even cuter than this, but that's staying. Dirty stuff. Okay, so this is the NARS Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder in, what do they call it? Yeah, in translucent crystal. This stuff I got because Young, Wild, and Polished uses it all the time to set her under eyes. Oh, there I go, dragging another nail through. This is a very, very nice setting powder. I just find that it's pressed in the pan a lot harder than I would probably prefer. But that's okay. That's alright. I love it. I use this almost every day, so it's not going anywhere. Now we're going to get into face powders. Okay, so this is a powder foundation from Makeup Forever Pro Finish. I really, really like this, especially in the summertime when I'm oily. It is absolutely perfect and beautiful in every way, shape, or form. It is staying. The next one that I have is, I actually have the Sephora. It's Light 15. This was sold to me more as like sort of a colored setting powder. The thing is that I do have my MAC, which I use more and I love so much more than I love the Sephora one. The color payoff on this is nice. It's good. I just feel like for the kind of coverage that I want, I'm more of a medium kind of coverage girl. The MAC one works so much better, so I'm gonna actually pass it on. I'm gonna make the leap here and pass it on. Okay, so this is the NYX blotting powder. I bought this to try out last summer for blotting on the go. Well, it does work very nice for blotting. I think I got kind of the wrong shade. I used it pretty religiously and it worked really good for blotting things away. The only problem is anywhere that I put it when I took photos or anything like that, it gave me a bit of a white cast. So I'm actually going to pass this on and see if anybody else has better luck with it than I do. I have the e.l.f. High Definition Setting Powder. While this is a really nice, sort of very translucent kind of powder for setting, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I find that it doesn't quite melt into the skin the way that I would hope. So passing that along, I'm actually not getting rid of any of these, so I'm just going to splay them out so you guys can sort of see them. I might actually do an eyeshadow palette sort of video that goes through all of these just so everyone can see them. I hoard eyeshadow palettes, so none of them are leaving. They're all staying. I'm not gonna hide it. I have an addiction. So now we're into one of my tall little guys here. Foundations, I don't have a lot. When I find one, because I don't wear full foundation every day, I kind of seem to hang on to them to the point where they're going to die, so I don't hoard foundations. I never have. I have this Marcel BB cream. It doesn't work for me. I am way too oily. So I am going to actually pass this on before it reaches sort of expiry, because I have a girlfriend who loves it and wears the same color, so if she can use it, she can have it. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I know this is a ride or die for a lot of people. I don't know about you guys, but every time I wear it, about halfway through the day, it starts to oxidize on my skin and I start to look very, very orange. I keep retrying it because it looks so amazing when I first put it on, but I think it's time to just say goodbye to her, because she's not quite doing the job for me. So bye-bye to her. And my Dior Nude Air. This is probably my favorite everyday foundation ever. It's not going anywhere. And my Makeup Forever. This was sent to me from a subscriber. It's a little dark for me, but I'm very, very close to the tone because I haven't been wearing my sunscreen enough. I'm going to hang on to it because I love it. It looks amazing on film. I can take pictures in it and it looks great. There is no white cast. This is a very, very nice foundation, so I'm going to keep it. My Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. This is amazing. My favorite combo right now of all time when I'm having bad skin days is the Marc Jacob Coconut Primer with the Kat Von D Lock-It underneath. It gives it that luminous. I apply the Lock-It with a beauty blender and it's just amazeballs. I have the Maybelline Matte Poreless. I know this is kind of in question with people. This shade is a little bit light for me. I tried buying the little bit darker one and it is too dark, but this is a very nice foundation. It sits really nice on my skin, so I think I'm going to hang on to it, but I got rid of two, so that's pretty good. I got my Baby Doll Kiss and Blush from Yves Saint Laurent. This is the cool product. I'm not getting rid of it. I also have, this one is tough for me. So this is in, what is this called? Pout. This is a very, very soft pink when it goes on. You guys can see sort of the discoloration on the top. I actually use this to lighten up the center of other lipsticks, but I don't like it on its own. So I'm going to hang on to it purely for that. My Marc Jacob large size, so rouge going nowhere. This is one of the first things I ever bought at Sephora. This is the lipstick in the shade This is gorgeous. I can't get rid of it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I got a couple Bite Beauty ones here. They're going nowhere. My MAC ones up here are going nowhere. Right up here I actually have the JLo and the Julienne. The Julienne one is so pretty on me. I sound like I'm so vain. But this color, for some reason, with my skin tone, works exceptionally well. And I really, really love the formula of these, so I'm definitely keeping this. The JLo one, I've tried to make work because I want to look like JLo. But it's once again one of those funny nudes that just sort of doesn't quite look right. Doesn't quite look right, and I'm trying to find other combinations because I love the formula so much, but I think I'm gonna let JLo go. I know, that's sad, but JLo, see you later, baby. Julienne won. As horrible as that is. This is all my eyebrow kind of stuff. None of them are going anywhere. These are sort of eye primers. Okay, so I have the Air Patrol. This is like the third sample I've had. I don't like it. I don't like it, so it's going away. What's that one? Oh, there's a roller ball of perfume in there. I have the MAC Prep and Prime. This is one of my favorites of all time. e.l.f. Oh, if I'm doing an all matte look, I love to use the e.l.f. It's a little less sticky. It makes everything neutral. This e.l.f. eye primer is worth the $1. I think it was $1 US. This is the glitter glue from Too Faced, which honestly outdoes this e.l.f. glitter glue 10 to 1. I think it's a way, way better formula. Things stick better. So I'm actually going to pass this glitter glue on so someone can use it before it goes bad. It shouldn't be going bad, but before someone else can use it. I have the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I bought this just to try out. I'm still really on the fence about it, and I haven't given it enough love, so I'm going to hang on to it. This is my mascara drawer. None of these are going anywhere. None of them are going anywhere. Okay, guys, and this is the last sort of drawer that I want to go through. I do have more in my collection, but they're things that are sort of don't need sorted and not going through, so I'm going to leave them alone. These are the Cathing lights, Where the Light Is and Where the Night Is. These are the quads. They're both still intact. I just open them up when I need them. Love them. Not going anywhere. This drawer, okay, so I got some ColourPop individual eyeshadows. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time because it's just crazy. I got a few Makeup Geek pigments in here. These are all absolutely gorgeous. I just wish they had a filter. And then I got a couple of these L'Oreal Infallible on their own. These are both absolutely beautiful, and as far as sort of like a glittery shadow, they hardly transfer at all, even on my hooded eyes, so those are a definite stay. Here's where we might have... Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of stuff. Okay, so this is Matte Grain. Since I started my channel, I have replaced this sucker twice. This is the perfect tone for me. I set my eyes every day with this, so it's not going anywhere. This is Ready to Party, which was part of their, let me see, what did they call these? Extra Dimension eyeshadows is what they were called. This is gorgeous. It's one of my favorite inner corner highlights, especially when I'm doing a simple look. And then this sucker here, oh, I should pop it open. Open it. There we go. This is the infamous Boom Boom Room. This is so pretty. The only thing I will say about it is holy hell, Fallout Batman. Okay, so here is, I got a Sephora sort of sample where I actually got this little Urban Decay sampler with these little Urban Decay shadows. I haven't actually used them. I have other Urban Decay shadows. You know what? I'm just going to pass this on. I'm going to pass this on because I have a lot of colors similar and I have a lot of Urban Decay ones, so I don't need it for sampling. I'm going to move. Let's clear some space. I have this Clinique one, which I haven't given enough love or tried out enough. These are the only Clinique eyeshadows I have, so I'm going to hang on to them. And then this is one of the Marc Jacobs, oh, what do they call them? Twinkle Pops. And the color on this one is, I think the color is Twinkle Pop. These are pretty. Oh, okay, spins up. I actually like using it with a small brush for my inner corner. You can actually swipe it all across the lid, but because my eyelids are hooded, that tends to cause some issues. I don't use it that much. Okay. This is the drawer that is gonna sadden me, but I have to do it. Okay. We have to do it. Oh, wrong drawer. That's not the drawer. This is the drawer that is going to cause me all kinds of aches and pains because I'm basically going to get rid of 99% of this. These Milani eyeshadows are really nice. The problem is that I have so many similar colors in other eyeshadows that I love more. So basically, other than a couple of them that I'm going to keep just because I have nothing else the same, they're going. This is going. This is going. This beautiful royal blue. I mean, that is... Oh, the royal blue. Do I have anything else? I'm going to keep royal blue. I'm going to keep royal blue. So I'm actually going to keep... Whoop! I'm going to keep this one, Bella Rouge. I don't know. And then this one is Bella Fuchsia. Fuchsia or Rouge? I'm going to keep Rouge. I'm getting rid of Fuchsia. This lovely forest green. Have a bajillion of colors like that. This one, though, on the other hand, this Bella Teal. I don't have anything else that is quite that color. So it is sticking around. This little Revlon black guy here has a bit of shimmers and sparkle in it. It's a standalone one. It is really nice. But I have other blacks that have glitter, that are matte, that I love so much more. It's going. This e.l.f. baked eyeshadow, I have kept it basically for more of a reference thing. I just never use it. I never use it. Let's move along. I have this NYX roll-on shimmer. This is actually really, really pretty. I have it in walnut. I think I'm going to hang on to it just because I don't have anything else quite like it. And then I have this Sephora waterproof jumbo crayon in 12H, which is literally this color here. This sucker I never use because when I use it with my slightly hooded eyes, I find that it transfers quite a bit, so I'm going to pass it along. Look at the drawers like empty now. It's so sad. It's so sad. Alright, so now we have the next one. This was a little Lancome eyeshadow set. Oh, very, very tiny. Oh! Try and open it. Oh, you guys are trying me. This little guy, as you guys can see, I actually use it quite a bit. For a little sample one, it was pretty decent size. I love these little shadows. I'm going to hang on to it. I have this little Inspire one that I got in, I think it was an Ipsy bag. It is quite pretty. I just never seem to grab for it. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this shadow. It sits really, really nice on the eye. I just have so much in my palettes that are similar, and I've only used this like once. I'm going to sanitize it and pass it along. This is a Sephora pack that I sort of made myself. Oh, come on, just a second. These eyeshadows were actually featured in my very, very, very first YouTube video, so I can't really get rid of them. I have to keep them. It's a nostalgic, my first video kind of thing, so those guys are staying. Holy cow, dudes, we are clearing out some space. Woo! Alright, eyeliner drawer. So eyeliners, I'm a little weird about eyeliners. I don't get to use them near as much as I'd like to just because, once again, my shakiness, blah, 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 blah. You guys have heard it all before. This is a julep gel. Oh, no! Man down. This is a julep gel eyeliner. It is very, very pretty. Just the color, never use it. Cynthia Raleigh didn't like it. This one, this me purple one, love it, use it. Love it, love it, use it. Sorry, this one was just like a little sample I got from Clinique. I've never used it. This sucker here, MODT, it's just, the end of it is just so bizarre. I can't seem to wrap my head around it. With this guy here, this is Rimmel. Yeah, I like this one in my waterline. It's probably the liner I use the most. This e.l.f. one sucks ass. This one is Smashbox Jet Black. It has sort of, I thought this might help me, but it actually made things much more difficult. Oh no, I across the lid, this applicator, it just lets out so much product at a time that I find it really, really difficult for myself to use when I already have shaky issues. So I'm actually going to try and see if I can sanitize this up and pass it on before she dries out. Next I have this little Wet n Wild one. Look at the color. Can't get rid of it. That color alone. Oh, did I throw this one back in there? Why did I throw that one back in there? Wrong spot. This one is the Aurora Liquid Liner. I actually really... Oh, shit. I smooshed myself. I actually really, really like this liner. It's probably my most used liquid liner. I have this little guy from NARS. Once again, a pencil liner. I have a really hard time with those. Gonna send it on. This one is an e.l.f. It's a chubby stick for doing like sort of smoked out shadow liners. It is really pretty, but you guys can see from the width of the tip, it is very, very difficult for me to use with my very, very small, slightly hooded eyes. It just makes my whole eye look black. I'm better off to use a liquid liner a little bit thicker than use this, so I'm going to pass it on. Next, we have my brand new MAC Kohl. This isn't going anywhere. I've only used it once, so it's pretty. And then I have this Sephora waterproof gel eyeliner. This sucker is great in my waterline, so I'm keeping it. And then I have my Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner in black ink. This sucker is amazeballs. Never going to get rid of it. It is too pretty. Okay guys, well that's the final little grouping of stuff I'm actually going to get rid of. Not too bad considering I do not have the largest collection in the world. Like I said, I purge on a very, very regular basis just because if I'm not going to use it, I'd rather pass it on and have someone else use it and love it. Hopefully someone out there will be very happy to get all of this garbage. Well, not garbage. Some of it is actually really great products. There's a couple things in the bunch that I have to throw away, but overall, I'm going to take it and let the girls dig through and see what they like, and hopefully someone finds a treasure in all of this. Okay guys, well that's it. This is the end of sort of day 2 of the little vlog kind of video. I didn't go through my tools. I didn't go through some of my drawers over here in the big guy that, oh, you can't see it when I turn like that. In the big guy there, they're full of stuff, but all of that was sort of purged relatively recently. So this is just the stuff that sits on sort of my top of my vanity, in my main vanity drawer, that are things that just sort of have been hanging out there and not allowing me to pull things from the rest of my collection to bring back into use. So hopefully you guys will see some new products from me upcoming. I've got a ton of things here I haven't reviewed. If you guys saw anything that you guys would like to know my thoughts on or would like a review of, please let me know. Please let me know. I am gonna probably do sort of a palette collection at some point, because palettes are the one thing that I own that I don't think I will ever be able to get rid of. They're kind of like my babies. So if you guys like this kind of video, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Look at my janky thumb. That's what happens when you try to open eyeliner one-handed. Next time I see you guys, I promise I will be wearing some makeup and looking a little bit more than myself. Other than that, I got some cleaning and organizing and putting away to do. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.